Morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Winnebago Travato. This is the 59 GL floor plan. This is on the Ram ProMaster chassis. We're going to start up front here and kind of work our way back. You see we have our aluminum wheels here with our 16-inch. These are going to be 16-inch wheels. They are 225/75s. For you tire buffs out there that really want to know your tire sizes and what you got. These are really good tread for highway. If you want to go off-roading, you might want to do a little more all-terrain tire, but these are awesome for just kind of cruising around. So you can see we have our awning opened up. It's a Carefree awning with LED lights and a wind sensor up here, so it will retract. If the breeze starts picking up, it'll automatically retract it so you don't cause too much damage. There is also a Carefree app that you can download and you can operate your awning with an app. So you can see here on our door, this has the Pure 3 Volta system. So it's a lithium pack, weighs about 200 pounds. It's tucked nice and neat underneath, out of the way. You won't ever see it unless you need to. And it basically gives you 30 amp service while it's on. So it's a super cool system. It's good for being off the grid, easy to charge. You can charge it while you're driving down the road. It's got a 58 volt alternator under the hood that is built to charge the full system up in less than 90 minutes, so about an hour and a half. That's one way. You can also plug into 30 amp power, and then you have 215 watts of solar on the roof that also charges. As you can see here, we've got our roll lift screen. Nice grab bar here to help you in and out of the van. There's also, and I'll show you when we go inside, there's also a setup here for your lagoon table that we have over there, so you can kind of move it around. But I just kind of wanted to open this up, show you how wide open it is to help you in and out of the van. We have our porch light up here, and actually let me turn that on for you. So we do have a porch light on this side and one on the other side as well. We have our fixed running board that runs all the way across. Does have some tie down rings, one on each side, in case you need to tie down a bike, you want to lock it up, or a pet. We also have an external solar port back here. Like I said, you do have 215 watts. I'll climb up there and show you kind of what it looks like up there here in a bit. Out here, you're going to have your cable inlet and a 12 volt outlet. You're also going to have a couple standard outlets as well. On the back here, a lot of people are riding bikes. It's usually something you add after the fact. This Travato comes with the bike rack, which is a really nice feature to have if you're going mountain biking, those kind of things. It's perfect. One less thing you have to worry about adding after purchase. You see up top, we're going to have our over-the-air antenna and then our backup camera. So this does have a backup camera. Helps you see what you're about to hit. Small little cubby right here. It's good to put miscellaneous items in there. Here's our rear scene light or porch light when you're working back here. Another small cubby. Nice grab bar to help you in and out of the van so that you're not slipping and busting your shins up down here. On this side, we're going to have our water compartment, our water bay, I would call it. You're going to have a water pump switch. This is going to be your scene light on the driver's side, which I'll show you here shortly. And then your satellite and cable inlets here. Outdoor shower with the color-coded valves as usual with the other Winnebago products like the Solus and the Revel. Water inlet here, your city water, your flush. Under here, you're going to have another storage compartment, which is a good spot to put your 30 amp shore cord, your outdoor shower hose. Your shower curtain for back here is also under there. Let me grab these real quick. So on the Travato, they store your shower curtain hangers right under the bed, nice and neat and out of the way. These lock into place right here. It's not that windy today, so it's not a big deal as far as the doors kind of closing on you. Sorry, there you go. But if it is windy outside, it's nice to have these extended and locked in place. There's a pin here that goes through there to just secure them. The shower curtain is under there. You can set this up for your outdoor shower. And again, it's also just a good practice to do it if you're going to be back here and you don't want the doors to shut on you when it's windy. To take them off, you're just going to push on these pins and then slide them up or down. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. And then you'll secure them back under the bed. I really like this idea instead of doing just having them hanging on the door. This kind of keeps them out of the way. All right, my typical spiel on the ladder. On this one, it's not as big a deal because you can see it's resting on this plastic, but this is still meant for storage, not for climbing. You want to move the ladder over here, kind of catch it up out there on the rack. I'm going to climb up here and show you what it looks like. So you can see the solar. There's your air conditioner. The air conditioner also has a Bluetooth app that you can use to operate the air conditioner. Right here in the front, there's probably room for one more crossbar, and maybe you could probably put a small duffel bag or something up there. You go when you're done up there. If you're dusting off your solar panels, it's good to keep them clean so they get full charge. This does lock so that nobody steals your ladder. So you can lock this. We do have our tow hitch down here, and this does have 3,500 pound towing. We have a 7-pin connector and also a 4-pin connector. So 3,500 pound towing, that means your tongue weight's gonna be 350. That's typically 10% of your towing capacity. Here on the driver's side, you can see we have the driver's side scene light on. Down here, we're gonna have our drain. This is where you're gonna hook up your sewer hose. There's a drain pump under here that you're gonna use to pump it out. And then you have your valves. .30 amp service. When you're plugged in, these lights will turn on to let you know that you are getting power. This is your Truma combi exhaust right here. And then down here's your propane tank. This does have a 6-gallon propane tank. That's primarily just to run your Truma. So you can run your Truma, your furnace and hot water heater. You can run that on propane or electricity or a combo of both. Here's a nice little sewer hose storage compartment. You can see on these windows, these are the dual pane windows, dual pane acrylics. Ram ProMaster, so it is a gasoline engine. So this is where you fuel up. We have a small running board here for the driver to get in and out. A couple things here to point out. Actually, let me get out of the way here. This is where you open the hood. Here's your emergency parking brake. And this little button down here, this actually has another feature to help you charge your batteries. It's got an auto start. They call it a stealth auto start. So you can auto start it, charge the batteries, and then shut it off. It'll shut off. It's kind of a nice feature. You do have power mirrors, power windows and door locks. This ProMaster, you got 280 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. It's a V6, 3.6 liter V6. You got a 9-speed automatic transmission. Under the hood here, easy access to your windshield wiper fluid. your oil dipstick and your fill, also your coolant. So easy access to everything that you need to get to. It does look pretty tight in there, but these items are really easy to get to. All right, now back up here, you can see we have our awning. I'm gonna go ahead and retract that. Awning lights on and off, and then your scene light power button right there. We're gonna let that come inside. You can see we have our fire extinguisher under there. As we walk in, a couple things to point out here, which is really cool. So you got a nice little power strip here. USB ports, a couple standard 110 outlets, nice and hidden out of the way. On this back side here, you can see the other mount for the lagoon table that we have on this side. Under here, you have a storage cubby with the lock, in case you have stuff you want to put under there and you don't want the kids or anybody else to get to. Right here, the lagoon table, it's really nice. You can flip these seats around. You can sit across from each other. You can adjust the height on this. If you need more counter space, you can always set this table up on this side and bring it across there for additional counter space. But with the Travato, you do have a counter extension as well. This first compartment here, we're gonna have a couple things, your owner's manuals, and it's kind of tucked in back here. You're gonna have a roof access port. You're gonna have some outlets back here on the far back side of this wall here. You can see we have our sound bar mounted here. Your TV, when you swivel your seats around, you have access to this. If you're laying down in bed, and I'll show you that here in a minute, this actually will swing around. So when you're laying down here, you can actually watch TV while you're laying down in bed. So I'll flip the bed down here for you in a second. Locks back into place. To unlock it, you just pull down on this pin. We do have overhead storage over the cab here. You're gonna have your blackout shades for the front windows. You're gonna have your LED light strip right here. We're gonna have our day screens on the window here. Also our night shades. All right, with these windows, a couple things I always like to point out is there's a spot here in the center where you can lock it and leaves the window just cracked enough to get some fresh air circulating, but you still lock the windows so that nobody can get in. Really nice feature. To close them, you want to go push out and then bring them back in and then lock your latches. All right, so behind the TV, you're gonna have a pantry. Also serves as a closet. These shelves are adjustable. As you can see right here, we do have a clothes hanging rod right here. So you can take these shelves out and hang some clothes in there if needed. There's also a nice little mirror here. Make sure you're ready for your adventure. And a microwave. Really nice size. I gotta tell you, this is a good size refrigerator. Two-door, you got the freezer down here. We're gonna have solid surface countertops, stainless steel sink. Again, you're gonna have your day and night shades here. This window does open up. If you're not very good at cooking and you're burning stuff, you can let that smoke out. Induction cooktop. We're gonna have storage here. We're gonna have 3 compartments and storage under this sink for your cleaning supplies. You're gonna have some standard outlets here, light switches here. You have your Eco Hot preheat system here to help you conserve your fresh water. So you would put this to preheat. It drains the water back from the line back to the fresh tank, lets it get hot, and that way you're not wasting fresh water. Here we're gonna have a nice little basket, so you can put miscellaneous items here, spices, whatever you wanna put. Water pump switch, your light switch for over the galley right here. Really good sized storage compartment up here. Plenty of room for pots, pans. As we move back, before we move back, we do have a max fan up top. You probably saw it when I was up on the roof. It does have an auto setting so that you can set it, and if it gets over a certain temperature, it'll automatically open up and get some fresh air circulating. Back here, we're gonna have our breakers and fuses. Decent storage underneath and overhead. This is going to be your air mattress to make a bed over the 2 front seats in the cab for additional sleeping. You can see right above me we have our Coleman air conditioner. It does have a Bluetooth setting. I kind of want to show you how you set this up. Get a lot of questions about it. I don't know if you can get under here, Jody, and kind of check these buttons out, but you want to hold these 2 buttons, the 2 arrows, and it takes about 6 seconds or so. Then you'll see a code flash through. There you go, 968776 on this. It's 6 digits. It'll do 2 digits at a time. You download the app, put that in there, and kind of connect to it, and then you can operate it from there. It's a really nice feature to have. You have your wet bath, which is actually pretty good size. Toilets in the back. We got a nice storage compartment there in the back. You also have a toilet paper compartment and then another dry one right here, so you can put miscellaneous, shampoos, whatever you want to put in there. Small sink, another mirror, which is really cool. And then your shower curtain here to kind of separate the toilet from the rest of the shower with your door. I really like this option. Still gives you plenty of room to walk back and forth, and it gives you an actual full bath in there. A couple of storage pockets here. In here we've got our tire removal kit in case you get a flat tire. Down here you can see we have a furnace vent. Another drawer. And now I'm going to show you kind of how you use the bed system. So there's a seat belt latch here. It also has a support here that just has a strut that opens it. So you want to let this kind of go down before you extend it so you're not hitting here, but it also catches right here on this trim for support. So it'll lay on there, pull down the legs, and now there's your bed. You got plenty of room. You have a window there for fresh air. You can see we have the blackout shades in the back and also the roll-up screen in the back if you want to let some fresh air circulate in. Pretty simple. Now we can flip the bed around, put our pillows there, and we can still watch TV while we're laying down. Under here, a couple things to point out. We do have a nice little basket there so you can put your phone, your keys, whatever you want to put in here. We've got a ram track right here. To put the bed up, you just fold this down. Oh, hold on, you gotta get out of the way here. Close that. And then you secure it back here. I'm gonna get out of the way, Jody, and then if you can come back here, there's a couple of USB ports and another basket there so you can plug your phone in or your iPad, whatever it is that you're carrying with you. Small space, it's got everything you really need. Makes for a good break. You wanna get away from everybody, plenty of space again. With that Volta system, I'm going to show you right here. So I have the Volta system on. They give you this little cover to hide that light in case it bothers you at night. As of right now, we still have 104 hours remaining of battery life, which is a ton, right? So I told you it's like being plugged into 30 amp, 30 amp power right here on our power control system panel. it's showing that we have 30 amp service. So that Volta Pure 3 system is awesome, especially if you do like to dry camp. Our Truma system, you're gonna push on this. There's for your heat, your hot water, and then I mentioned earlier you can run off of propane or electric. You would click on that. You can go to gas. You can do a mix of gas and electric. Or you can do the electric elements. It's got 2 electric elements, so you can actually, if you want it to get really hot, you can do the electric too. That'll get you going. And you can do a mix gas electric with 2 elements. So super cool, super easy to use. Hot water, turn it on there and activate it. And then your furnace, you push on there, set your temperature. Push on it, it'll start it. Go back 2 arrows, now it gives you your time. Propane shut off here. There's also one by the tank, an emergency shut off, but this is where you would turn on your propane on and off. And then here's your holding tank heater pad so that your holding tanks don't freeze. Now we can go ahead and go up front here. Go over a couple of things. I'm gonna fire this up. You got a nice wireless charging pad right here. Actually, I sat my phone down there earlier to test it. It does do wireless charging. You can also run your cable through here. You got cup holders down here, USB and USB Type-C ports, 12-volt port. Huge screen, plenty of, you can definitely see this when you're going down the road. So home screen, you're gonna have your media. Let's get this out of here. You can Bluetooth your phone. Go to your climate settings, navigation, ton of stuff on here. Not gonna waste your time and bore you with all the details on this. If you have specific questions, you can always call or email me and I can kind of walk you through some of this stuff. That's where you would set up your phone. There's your backup camera. You can see we have 360 camera view and there's our rear camera. These are the different angles that you can show. There's your front camera, your rear, different angle on the front, and then a different angle there. So again, super cool, easy to use. Set your trip settings there if you want to keep an eye on your mileage. As far as mileage is concerned, they advertise 18 to 22. I would say if you're at sea level on flat ground, you're probably going to be somewhere in that range. Here in Colorado, you're probably going to be 15 to 18 realistically. If you've got one of these and you've been keeping track of your mileage, feel free to shoot me a text or an email or call me and let me know what you're getting for mileage and where you're at, and I can post that so everybody knows what the true actual mileage is. I mentioned earlier, 9-speed automatic transmission. This does have a tow haul mode. Cruise control settings, your phone settings here, and this will move you through your screens. Temperature's been fluctuating quite a bit here, so you can see here we've got some tires that need some additional air pressure put in them. These arrows here will help you navigate your screen. And again, there's a ton of options on here that I could go through. You can get to your stereo here. Feel free to give me a call. Let me know if you have any specific questions and I can answer those. If you need additional videos, I can also do that for you. Wipers are on this side, turn signals and lights on this side. Down here, I showed you earlier the button from outside. When you do the auto start with your fob, the silent auto start so that it'll charge your batteries, this light will turn on. And so again, questions on that, feel free to give me a call. Up here, you're gonna have your SOS and assist buttons in case you get in trouble. Have your lights. Rear camera, I almost forgot because I always set this off. So to activate it, you lift up on it, that activates the rear camera view. You can change this here. You can dim it, make it a little brighter, click again, and you can change the angle of the camera. you tend to get motion sickness or stuff like that bothers you. It tends to bother me when this is a lot of stuff moving through there. I usually just shut it off and use it as a regular mirror. So pretty easy. Dodge Ram ProMaster chassis. Again, it's a gas front wheel drive, 280 horsepower, plenty of power to get you up and down the mountains here in Colorado, plenty of space for things you need for small trips, short trips. You can also add pull a small trailer. You can do a storage box in the back. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to these if you want to do extended trips. That Volta Pure 3 system is great for extended off-road camping. Any questions you guys have, this unit is available, so please feel free to give me a call. If you have questions on pricing, give me a call, shoot me a text or an email, and I can get you sale pricing on this. Thank you guys for watching. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.